Today we say goodbye to the USA and all of our friends who we love and have shared their hospitality. We have a refreshed excitement for the magic of not knowing exactly what the day will bring. We head southeast to a border crossing I have not visited in far too long. My first trip down the length of the Baja started here, and it's fitting the steps does too. Baja is often called the land of broken dreams. It has a raw energy that will transform your view of everything. It does not forgive your lack of planning or care about your timetable. This we will relearn today.
Bienvenido in Mexico!
Today's goal? Get into Mexico. We're in Mexico.
Just went through that little gate there, the Tecate crossing. No passports, no nothing. Just drove through. So now we're gonna figure out where we go next.
Yahoo!
As we left Tecate and headed east towards Mexicali, we got to take the Rumarosa Pass. It crosses the Sierra de Juarez Mountains and is at an elevation of 4,042 feet above sea level. Named by the wind that whistles through the mountains, this spectacular road offers amazing views and countless turns. It can be quite dangerous if you are not careful, as this is the main road and it's full of large trucks.
Mexico. Always interesting. We've been riding for about an hour or two. We're on the mountain pass that drops us down onto the plains before you get to Mexicali. We're going to be hopefully making a turn, looking for Guadalupe Canyon. It's a spot recommended to us by Simon Ritchie, and we'll see if it lives up to the hype. It's a natural hot springs apparently.
Look at this canyon. Pretty sweet. The road's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it just went from crazy to triple crazy.
All right.
We decided it would be a good idea to check each other's loads as we had transitioned off of pavement and onto the sand road. With all the bumps and swoops, our cargo was sure to move around a bit. We talked over the intercom to change positions so we could see each other's loads. Scott noticed that my rain jacket had come loose and was bouncing around. I fixed that and tied some knots to make sure the bags wouldn't completely come off if they were to come loose again. I checked over Scott's bag and all seemed to be secure. Further down the road, we checked again while continuing to ride, and I noticed that our food bag was no longer where it should be.
The good news is before my bike lit on fire, Steph noticed the fact that our food stash had completely come loose and was dangling in front of my muffler. Hell of a view though.
It wasn't until later that I realized how much food must have fallen out of the burnt hole in the bag. We salvaged what we could and left the rest for the coyotes. One of our cans of chicken had exploded, and everything that was left in the bag was covered in flaked chicken and chicken juice.
Oh brother, day is getting tougher. Steph just ran into a abandoned barbed wire booby trap, and now she's down.
Well, this is exciting. My bike is taking a nap and has a shit ton of barbed wire. Yay!
Well, this is disappointing and looks like it's going to be a bit of a setback. We have to actually determine whether we can cut the wire. She spooled it up in the rear wheel really bad. It was just before this point, as we were stopped behind another truck whose driver was checking out the conditions of the road, that we were informed we had missed the turnoff. Steph inquired with the driver, and he let us know that the canyon we were looking for was 14 kilometers back. The sun was starting to set. We were exhausted, dehydrated, and felt like Mexico was testing us with all these setbacks. Eager to get to camp and be done for the day, we dug deep and closed on the canyon. I managed to whiskey throttle straight into that rock, and then up and over that rock, and then done.
Good evening. It is dark out, and what a first day in Mexico. It wasn't very kind to us, and we got to our campground just as night was setting, and it was a bit of a shit show and all that fun stuff. But we're in a pretty sweet spot, but because it's dark you'll have to wait till morning to see it. We've got some hot water boiling right here, and some super nice people that helped the campground host speak in English with us brought us some Mexican Mr. Noodles, as they called it, the poor man bitter or whatever. They were super, super sweet.
To complete the Maruchan, you must squeeze half a lime into your soup.
Anyone can cook.
Look at that squeeze. Buen appetito!
Essentially, we came out of Ramona. We crossed in Tecate. We rolled all the way down this mountain pass, which was right here, was quite spectacular. We got some great video. Then we trucked out into the desert. We rolled along this sand track, and we were supposed to make the turn in here and get this.
I think it was this sand track.
No.
No?
No. And turn here and I accidentally took us over here, back over here, and then down to about here. Navigational error caused by my waypoint not sticking to the map, and it floated. We returned and had an absolutely amazing evening, which hopefully we'll talk about as well, here in a natural hot springs. So that was day one in Mexico. Don't often get up for sunrise, but when we do, it's in Mexico. Due to a navigational error, I managed to miss the turnoff for the canyon, and we arrived here at sunset. It was quite dark on the climb, and we were both very tired. And we got here, it looked like we weren't going to get in until we met this really nice gentleman who negotiated us this absolutely stunning spot on the cliffside with their own private pool. So welcome to Guadalupe Canyon, Hot Springs.
Right here, first night sleeping without the fly on. Our very own private hot tub warmed with natural hot springs water. Alright guys, I wanted to show you something. So here we have some California palm trees. And these little guys, these black little dots, are called datillos. And the ancestors used to eat them. And apparently if you eat them, it kind of makes you not hungry anymore. And they taste like honey. So here we have some datillos that I just picked. And they actually have a seed inside, so you can tell they are quite small. And that's the size of the seed. Pretty cool. They have a communal pool. Alrighty, this is the entrance to the pool. This one's not hot, but it's warm. To the mud baths we go. So this is the mud bath pit. And really, there's a bunch of water on top, and below is warm mud. And it goes up to about your knees, and you gotta wiggle to sink down into it. And you can feel all the roots from the palm trees here between your toes. And the ancestors used to come here to cure their ailments. Hola!
Welcome to Mexico!